care that I'm a VIP. I do not care that I don't have those rights to go all the way up to the stage. I will rush the stage and I'll meet Tony Robbins, and I'm going to do it. And I got myself in a state. I was like, this is it. I'm rushing the stage as a VIP. I don't care if I'm not a diamond. I'm meeting Tony. I saw Tony there. I saw Tony Robbins on there, and he started coming out in his break, and he started shaking people's hands. He started shaking people's hands, all these people's hands. He's reaching out, shaking their hands. And I ran. I looked over there. I took bumps, and I ran all the way to the front to meet Tony Robbins. I went through a crowd of people. I went through hundreds of people. Ducked this person, ducked that person. Went through. Got past security. Leaned in. Leaped forward. Tony Robbins was there. He saw me, shook my hand. In that moment, I was like, yes! Yes! I met Tony Robbins. I was crowd surfing, and I met Tony Robbins. At this moment, here, I shook Tony Robbins' hand, my idol, after I visualized it for 6 months over and over and over again, and I made it real inside myself. And I saw that moment, I seized it, I ran up to the stage, and I met him. In that moment, I achieved what I set out to do, and I stayed on track. It didn't matter how many people told me I couldn't do it, I won't do it, I still did it. I wasn't content to just sit there and look at him from a distance. I said, I'm going to meet Tony Robbins. I don't care what it takes. But I followed through and I did it. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the power of using your moments of gratitude for visualization and to manifest your compelling future now, your compelling why. Because in doing that, in me visualizing it on my dream board and then telling myself it over and over again and seeing that moment and leaping forward and shaking Tony Robbins' hand, I made the impossible possible. I achieved what most people wouldn't do. Most people do not even get a chance to meet somebody that successful, that big at an event. And with all the security there, I could have very easily been like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do this. I didn't care. I used the power of my mind, the power of visualization, and I recorded those moments over and over again in my capture books. I made dream books out of them. I didn't just make a dream board. That's my dream board. I didn't just make a dream board over there. You can see that. That's my dream board. I actually made a dream book, and I documented every single thing that I did. Everything from going to Harrods, everything from meeting Tony Robbins to meeting Mike Melio, who inspired me so much to step up as a man at a time where I was not guided by anybody else. I met so many great people with so many great stories, and what I'm here to tell you is, ladies and gentlemen, you can apply this same technique for fitness. You can apply the same technique for things that are outside of your that you feel like are outside of your control. It's not. It's within your control. What you can't control is the external, but what you can control is the internal. If you visualize internally and take that action to manifest it on the external, you can make it happen. It is in your hands. It is in your control. You can't control the outcome, but you can take care, and you can take the practices in to control yourself, control your ability, direct your mind where you want it to go, direct your heart with gratitude where you want it to go. And this is what I wanted to share with you. And how does this apply to wealth? How does this apply to fitness and health? Well, how this applies to fitness and health is right now, maybe you're not entirely sure about how to start. But this is why I post boxing clips. This is why I post fitness clips. I post these clips so that you're able to see that this is possible. And if you work with me on a one-to-one basis, I can take you from A to Z without B. I guarantee you it. I guarantee you that for sure. I lost 10 stone in weight, manifesting and visualizing over and over again all those amazing gym sessions, all those powerful gym sessions where I showed courage, where I showed heart, where I showed determination, where I showed my strength, and I pushed through and I pushed through and I pushed through and I made it happen. That's how I channel the inner Rocky. So every time you see me boxing, I'm channeling the inner Rocky. Here's another tool. Here's another situation. Let's talk about visualization. Here's another situation in context. I went to see Daryl, my PT today, to box. Now, I could have gone in there, been like, oh, I've never done this before, I don't want to get hit. I went in there, I practiced my combinations. You've seen me, I've been practicing my 1-2s, my hooks, my uppercuts. I've been practicing it all. I went in there well prepared. I went in there ready, with my footwork ready, with my hands ready, my guard up, and I sparred with him, and I was hanging with him. I was there. I was holding my ground, and I went in there and did something that I couldn't have possibly done 6 months ago. I had the courage to train myself, and then I had the courage to reach out to my personal trainer to then be trained up on boxing and to learn the basics and to get to this level where I am now, having a better session than I had last time. I had big improvements from last time. And ladies and gentlemen, this can happen for you too. Work with me in a one-to-one basis. I can take you from where you are to where you want to go. I can keep you on track so that you don't get derailed, and you keep your train focused, your mentality focused on where you want to go. Develop a growth mindset, visualize it, take the action, and get into the cycle of enjoying the journey and then manifesting the result, letting go of the result, but enjoying the journey. Because I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy the journey, you will manifest the positive outcome. And as part of the Write Your Own Transformational Story course, I'm now willing to offer my course at $24.99, a discount on the original $29.99. And this is a lot of value that you're going to get on this course. You're going to get 3 workouts a week. You're going to get nutritional plans. You're going to get mindset rewiring, coaching on how you can overcome those pesky limiting beliefs that are getting in your way. Because ultimately, you have the power. You have the ability. And I'm going to end this podcast with a meditation. So let's begin. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. I want you to think about a goal that you're pushing for in your health and fitness. You want to lose 20 pounds in weight, and you're not quite sure what the roadmap is. You've tried many things, you've failed, and now you're at a crossroads. I want you to see on the left side of your mind, I want you to see in the picture of your mind, in your mind's eye, on the left side, a fork in the road. And that fork in the road goes down a path where you keep doing the same thing that you're doing now. So you keep running the same patterns and nothing changes. Then I want you to see the other side, I want you to see the other path. And this fork in the road is a change fork in the road. This is a fork in the road where you change what you're doing right now. You change your habits. You work with me on a one-to-one basis. And I show you all the techniques I've used to get myself into shape, to believe in myself, to overcome the limiting beliefs, and to stand tall and be the inner Rocky. And I want you to see yourself walking down this path. What has changed? What things have you changed? What habits have you changed? How are you eating differently? How are you drinking differently? How are you exercising differently? How are you feeling differently? All these things will change on this course, on the Write Your Own Transformational Story course. And I want you to see all the positive benefits of working with Anil the coach. This is a man that overcame difficulties over and over again, used meditation as a tool to manifest what he wanted. And if he could do it, so can you. You only have to look at the fact that Anil weighed 305 pounds and now he is a healthy 178 pounds. And Anil knows exactly how to take you from where you are to where you want to go. He has been through this process time and time again. He is very knowledgeable and he's ready to serve you at the highest level. Now what I want you to do is I want you to see yourself having that one-to-one call with me, Anil, the owner of Immunity for the Community. I want you to see yourself giving your vulnerability, talking about what's got in your way, what's bothering you, who's bothering you. And I want you to see yourself really pouring your heart out. Then I want you to see me, the coach, changing your limiting beliefs, helping you to overcome them and let them go, helping you to see that everybody else can get out the way. You can let go of all these limiting beliefs, all these things that have stopped you, anybody who has stopped you. Because that's exactly what I've done. And now I live a very healthy life with my family, with balance, with a great job, with great coaches, people like Daryl, Sonny Sekon, Erid, and so many great friends that I have now. I have great friends like Sanit, Marcus, Gav, Zubair, and so many others. And I want you to see that for yourself. I want you to see that actually you have so many great friends around you, so many great family members. Now,